Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Here on Abby the Witch, I do tarot card readings along with other witchy things and alternative things. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you are a returning subscriber, I so appreciate you coming back and welcome back. So here today, we're going to be doing something that I have been wanting to do for over a week now. Finally finding time to do this video for you guys. I recently went on a thrifting shopping trip and I thrifted a bunch of cool, new to me, witchy things. So I wanted to show you guys what I got on my witchy thrift haul. I actually went with Abby Tharp. She is known as Squid Babies on Instagram. She is doing some really cool things right now. She is actually making customized, super artsy and eclectic walking sticks and wands for people. She's currently making me one too. Super stoked about it. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you should go check her out. She posts all of her wands and walking sticks that she makes on her Instagram. So go check her out over on Instagram. Anyway, I can't wait to show you guys what I got. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys. So the very first thing I got is nothing super crazy exciting, but I got this super nice little notepad. So I already have my Book of Shadows. Book of Grimoire, if that's what you want to call it. But I kind of wanted a separate journal-y type thing to just write down maybe little notes about what worked for certain spells, maybe notes for different tarot card readings for different clients. Just a separate thing that I can write in that I feel like doesn't have to be super neat and organized like things that I would put in my Book of Shadows. So anyway, not super exciting, but just wanted something near my tarot card reading space, near my altar, that I could just grab, write down, oh, this worked really well, or write down notes that I don't want to forget to tell a client about their reading, blah, 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 maybe reminders, maybe a schedule for the day, just little things that I really probably didn't need to get this. But I'm like obsessed. I don't know if you guys are like this, but I'm like obsessed with anything like, I guess you could say like scholarly books, notepads, notebooks, like anything I can write in. I have probably like a million notebooks, but you know, this was literally, you guys, this was 99 cents. And it came with a pad of paper. So I was like, I have to get it. It's so nice. It's going to look nice on or by my altar. Like, I didn't want just a simple, like, spiral notebook. I wanted something fancy. So I got something fancy, and I got it for 99 cents, and I'm pretty stoked about it. So anyway, I'm going to move on to the next item. All right, guys, so the next item I got, and there is cat hair stuck to where the price tag was at. But anyway, the next item I got is this really heavy apple. I don't know what it's made out of, if it's like, it's super heavy. Like, I think it was probably originally made to be like a teacher's gift, as like a paperweight that a teacher could put on their desk if they wanted to. At least that's something I would have gotten when I used to be a teacher. But if you don't know already, which I'm sure a lot of you already do, because a lot of you are probably already into witchy things, already probably know quite a bit about it, but apples hold a lot of magic. Apple trees especially, and with a lot of magic things and anything, and with a lot of things related to witchcraft or magic or anything like that, there's kind of a different type of significance to it depending on the culture that you read into. The ancient Greeks believed that it was like the food of the gods. They believed that it was the food of knowledge, immortality. Some cultures believe it's like fertility. Some cultures believe that it's the tree of the underworld. I've read all kinds of different things, frankly, about all kinds of different fruits. But the apple really sticks out to me. Apples also, aside from being magical, hold a special place in my heart. Sorry, there's someone walking outside. I don't think they're coming up to me. Okay. Anyway, apples, aside from being magic, hold a special place in my heart. Growing up, my mom was a teacher. She was obsessed with apples. We had an apple-themed kitchen. Everything was apple. I specifically remember her having like this metal basket with stuffed apples. Like each little apple was like a little stuffed apple. And it's like every apple's fabric was a different pattern. I don't know. She had apple wallpaper, she had apple pictures, apple blankets, like apple, apple, apple. And they just hold a special place in my heart. Apple trees hold a special place in my heart. I grew up next to like a row of apple trees as well in my backyard. It was my neighbor's backyard, but it was like right next to our fence. Anyway, apples just hold a special place in my heart. And if you didn't know, if you cut an apple not this way, but if you were to cut it this way, I'm pretty sure. If you cut it this way and look inside of an apple, you can see that the seeds actually make the shape of a pentagram. So apples hold a lot of power, y'all. And if it's actually really interesting if you read about apple, like the history of apples and like paganism and things like that. There's a lot of lore that goes along with it. Like bobbing for apples is a pagan thing. And I think if it's you like cut or peel an apple, like the spiral peel, like if you fling it over your left shoulder, I think it will spell out the initials of your future love. So I think that's cool. A lot of love magic is associated with apples as well. Fertility, all kinds of stuff. I look at apples when it comes to specifically magical things. I look at apples more for like gaining knowledge, right? Gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom, right? Apple trees. Lots of times people will use apple tree wood for their wands. They believe that it gives their wands more power. They believe that it gives them more knowledge and power. So anyway, apples are so cool. I love them. And I found this, again, I think this was only 99 cents. Obviously, it's not a real apple. I will be using this mostly for symbolic purposes. But the little stem is missing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get maybe some wood, maybe from an apple tree. Who knows? And just make a little stem myself and just maybe like hot glue it on there. So anyway, super excited about this. Thought it was so cute. Definitely will be keeping this on my altar. All right, guys. The next couple of things I got are kind of dirty as well, covered in cat hair. You have to forgive me. Doesn't matter how well I try to store things, like inevitably animal hair gets on it. So just part of living with a bunch of familiars. So anyway, I got this new, I'm actually already using one to hold my white candle up, but I got another one that's exactly the same. I thought these were so simple and cute. Definitely will be doing things like holding candles on these. I might put crystals on these for charging. Not really sure what else yet. I guess I could maybe put some herbs on this if I really wanted to. I don't think I would burn any herbs on this though. It's because it's a plate, like it probably would crack. It probably is not very good for that amount of heat, but yeah, nothing super crazy. I probably will just be doing things like holding crystals and candles on these plates, like I'm doing with one of them right now. The other one, though, I thought this was so pretty. Again, these are both just 99 cents. Y'all, like, I was so stoked. But I thought this one was so pretty. See if you guys can see in the second view. The pattern on this one plate. But yeah, I don't know what it's made out of. I guess it's just maybe, I don't know, some kind of metal, obviously, but I'm not really sure. I was definitely going to use this. Sorry, I'm blinding you. I'll put that down. I was definitely going to use this as an offering plate. I do a lot of offerings, especially for the animals that I work with. So I definitely will be using this. I don't have an offering plate. I've just been kind of just giving it to them in a bowl or something, like something that's not that special. So I kind of wanted to like amp up my game a little bit and get an offering plate. And I thought this one was so pretty. It has leaves and flowers, and it has like little clovers on it. I don't know if you guys can see. It's really hard. It's so reflective, but it's really pretty. It needs a good cleaning and probably a good polishing, but definitely was a good find. Pretty stoked about that as well. So let's move on to the next few things. Okay, so the next thing I found is probably the item that I probably am the most excited about. Oh God, forgive me. I have cat hair all over my face now. Super excited about this item. I think this would make the perfect mini little cauldron. If you guys follow me on Instagram, and I think I might have mentioned it maybe on YouTube here too, but I've already mentioned I have a bigger cauldron. You have to forgive me. I'm going to be touching my face. This stuff was covered in cat hair. Like I said, it does not matter where I store it. Inevitably, it gets covered. I'm trying to get it all off my face. Anyway, I have a bigger cauldron that I actually found that was neglected and abandoned here in my garage. Shortly, probably actually it took me a while to find it. It was probably like a year after I moved in. Found it sitting out there in my garage. It's huge. It's like this big. I really need to sand it. It's covered in rust. It's filthy. So I've been trying to sand it and get all the rust off and get it ready to actually use. However, I really wanted something that I could use, not only use like right now, but that I could use that's a little bit more easy to like handle, and I can put it up on my altar very easily. It won't take up a huge amount of space. And so what I'm thinking is for my bigger cauldron, I'll use that for like bigger rituals or bigger ceremonies or something that's very, very important to me. But for just everyday things, for burning incense, for burning herbs, maybe for doing something with moon water if I want to, I think I'm just going to use this little guy. Like I said, he's, look how cute. He's so adorable. And it's portable too, so if I want to work anywhere else, I can bring this guy with me super easily. And someone let me know down below. I'm pretty sure... I just coughed so hard I blew out my white candle. Anyway, someone needs to let me know down below. I'm pretty sure this is safe to use. I'm pretty sure this is some kind of cast iron. It's pretty heavy. It's not like a usual pot that is like really flimsy or cheap or anything like that. It feels very thick and heavy. So I don't know if there's anyone out there that can tell just from looking at this through the video if it's cast iron or like you can tell from hearing it. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is safe. Super stoked to use this. Let's move on. Okay guys, so the next couple of items are both little, like mini little treasure chests. The first one is this really pretty ornate, see if you guys can see this. This is really pretty ornate little red. It's almost like Asian themed, maybe? I'm not really sure. But it's really pretty. It has sequins on it. Clearly it's red. I think this little guy might have used to have been like a little like ring case or something. I'm not really sure, but I think this little guy I'll probably keep just herbs in. If I really wanted to for traveling, I could keep like a really special crystal in here if I wanted to. But it's really just a very special little tiny little storage box for me to, again, maybe keep herbs that I typically use that I can easily access. I might keep salt in here for protection. I'm not really sure yet, but this could store a lot of things, and it's some kind of like, obviously I don't think it's real silk, which to me is a good thing because silk isn't vegan, but it's some kind of silky-ish fabric that I love, and is that kind of material is better for storing things like special crystals, or if this was bigger, I could put my tarot cards in it. That kind of fabric is supposed to hold magical properties to kind of keep your special magical items safer and protect them better. And it's just more gentle on them, you know. The next one is also a little treasure chest, but this one, as you can see, is covered and seashells. And I just thought that was so beautiful. A lot of people probably think it's tacky as fuck, but I don't care. I think it's so pretty. I had a little treasure chest very similar to this when I was a child. So when I saw, when I was a child, I loved it. I remember it being up on my dresser and keeping little trinkets in it and just thinking it was like the coolest thing ever. So when I saw it, of course, for 99 cents, I had to get it. And some of you might already know this, but like I've said in past videos too, I identify as a lot of different kind of types of witches. I definitely kind of consider myself a landlocked sea witch too, if you can, or if you will. If I lived by the sea, oh, what I would do to live by the sea. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I really wanted to incorporate aspects of the sea on my altar. The ocean I could do a whole video on ocean and what it means to me. But she's powerful, she's intimidating, a little bit scary, but she's beautiful, she's deep. I associate it with exploring your emotions. I think of the ocean as diving deep into myself and exploring my shadow self, my deep emotions that I kind of push away. So I wanted to incorporate as many things about the ocean as I possibly could. There's a couple more things down there that are definitely sea related, but this was definitely one of them, and I love it so much. I haven't even talked about what I'm going to keep in it yet, have I? I'm not really sure what I want to keep in here yet. I might keep things in here that are sea related, maybe other tiny seashells. I might keep sea salt in here, actually. That's a good idea. I might keep my salt in here. We'll see. It looks like it's big enough too to keep at least half if I have just cinnamon sticks. I work with cinnamon a lot. I love cinnamon, especially cinnamon sticks. I could have those and put those in here too as well. Ooh, that's a good idea. So just little, these guys, just little herbs, or maybe some salt, or maybe, like I said, special crystals. I'm not really sure yet, but just they're gotta keep my little magic witchy trinkets. Let's move on. Okay, so keeping in tune with the whole aquatic marine theme going on that I have going on here. One of them already chipped, unfortunately. My little sand dollar here, but that's okay. It's okay. Still very special. If you have ever handled a dried sand dollar before, you know that they're very, very fragile. Of course, my kitten got into my storage and messed with it, and it chipped a little bit, but that's okay. Gives them a little bit of character. So yeah, that one, and then I have this giant seashell. They actually had like a huge stack of these, and I was so excited when I found these. I should have gotten more, but I didn't want to be greedy. Definitely, I already have a seashell right here to keep my sage in, but this one was so big, I just thought it would be so perfect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I am so excited. So lots of times people, I know a lot of witches keep their sage in a seashell. You don't have to. It definitely has to do with Mother Ocean and your emotions and the goddess, and incorporating the ocean definitely has to do with femininity. And not that feelings have to be feminine or are only associated with femininity. I'm not saying that, but traditionally, right? Incorporating things from the sea is supposed to give you this balance of femininity and developing a special relationship with yourself and knowing your feelings and what they're all about, right? So that is going to be a beautiful cradle for my sage or any kind of smudge sticks that I have. I also have this one. Now, this is so funny because I did not get this specific shell on my thrifting trip with Abby. It was actually, I think it was the day of that we got home. I can't remember if it was the day of. It was close by though, somewhere around there. And this actually, those of you who have known me since before YouTube know that I used to live up in Alaska, and there is a small town up there. I mean, every town in Alaska is small, but there is a tiny town called Homer. and it is one of the most magical, beautiful places on earth. It's on a spit. They call it the Spits, but it's like this long peninsula that goes, what bay? I can't remember what body of water it's on. Maybe somewhere over here I'll put it. But anyway, I actually found this. This shell is so special to me because I found this in Homer. This was years ago when we still lived there. I was with my husband, boyfriend at the time. We had just started dating, and I found this shell. And anyway, I think it was the day of that I found these thrifted items. My husband was digging through his closet and found this. And was like, oh, remember when you found this in Homer? I just found this in my closet. Figured you could use it. And I was like, oh my God. So yeah, it goes perfect with my other little ocean dudes over here. Definitely got to utilize this somehow. I might not put a burning smudge stick in it. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But definitely will incorporate Mother Ocean for sure. If you guys haven't heard of Homer, Alaska, you should look at pictures of it. Like, we saw sea otters. I was so happy. We saw sea otters holding paws and like floating in the ocean, and I don't think I saw any when we were there, but there was always whales going in and out of the harbor, the bay, whatever it was called. I think they're mostly right whales that would come through there with their babies, like mothers with their babies and stuff. It's a really cool place. Just, you should look up pictures. There's mountains, there's the ocean, the mountains, and oh my God, it's a really cool place. But anyway, let's move on to the last couple of items. All right, relit my Palo stick. Whew, okay, last couple of things that I have thrifted are these cute, tiny little bowls. And if you look closely, I'll show you up here. They have these it's like almost like iridescent. It's hard to explain. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like kind of red in the background, but it's like black on top. And then you have these beautiful like butterflies drawn on or painted on. And I just thought these were so cute. There was, again, a whole stack of these. I didn't want to be greedy, but I just thought these were so cute. And I'm not going to use them for anything super crazy. Again, I might just put some herbs in here. Or I might use these as like for the Sabbats. Maybe put something in here that is like for the specific Sabbat of the year, something related to that. I might do that because they're just so pretty. It would be perfect for displaying some kind of decoration or something Sabbath themed, right? So definitely got to use these for something. I had to get them though. They're so pretty. And I got two. There's, like I said, there was a huge stack of them. I was like, well, it's like I could take two. That's fine. But yeah, definitely got to use these for something for sure. All right, guys. So I have two last things. Now, these two things I'm actually very excited. I'll just go ahead and get them up. These two things I did not, my little ponytail is sassy today. These two things, actually technically three things because I'm burning one right now. But I actually got these not thrifting. I got these from a store that is here in the Indianapolis area. For those of you who don't know, I live in Indiana. Definitely one of the coolest stores I've ever been to. It is called The Playful Soul. I'll put it up here somewhere. I had to shout them out in this video. They are so cool there. It's this tiny little shop off of, I think, 86th Street in Indianapolis. It's tucked away. It's pretty hidden. But they have Palo sticks. They have all kinds of smudge sticks. I mean, they had juniper, lavender, sage. They have all kinds of amazing, incredible jewelry, house oils that they make themselves. They have crystals upon crystals upon crystals. You can get them raw, tumble-stoned. They have a whole wall of oracle cards, tarot cards, which you know, girl, I'm all about. They have tons of books. Like, you guys, it's incredible. Like, you have to go there. And on top of that, too, they have psychics on hand. They have, I think they have all kinds of healers. Reiki. There's one person who does, I looked it up today, he does, what's it called? I forget what it's called, but it's when he reads the map of your eyes and he looks at your iris and reads like the colors and the patterns to see what kind of like health problems you have and to kind of like read your story, I think. So cool. Like, I kind of want to go and check it out. But anyway, the coolest store, guys. Love it so much. I've already been there a couple of times. But anyway, I got this really cool, I've been needing an Oracle deck for so long. I have a huge stack of tarot card decks. I really wanted an Oracle card deck, and I got messages. Oh, you can't see that, it's reflecting, but messages from your animal spirit guides, oracle cards, and you guys know that has me written all over it, girl. I had to get it. Kind of wanted to open this up and check it out with you guys. While I'm opening this, I'll explain to you what else I got. So I am obsessed with, obviously, sage, but I love palo sticks. And these things smell so good. It smells like, what does it smell like? Cinnamon mixed with coconut, mixed with vanilla. Cinnamon, coconut, vanilla. That's the best I can explain it. It smells amazing. And the magical properties are really amazing too. It does a really good job. I wouldn't say it necessarily cleanses, but I definitely feel like it kind of like makes your negativity kind of float away with your smoke, right? Again, I don't usually cleanse with those things. What I'll do is I usually cleanse with my sage, and then I'll top it off with the palo to kind of make the excess negativity kind of float away with the smoke, right? I love it, and plus it smells amazing, like I said. They have a huge jar of it there. I'm not really sure how much they charge for those there. But that's another thing too I was going to say is the Playful Soul has really good prices, I feel like. Their crystals are very affordable. I mean, some of their things are homemade, like their oils and stuff, so those things are going to be a little bit more expensive, but their pricing is very, very fair. Let's look through this deck really quick. Ooh, girl. Who's she on there? There we go. Okay. Oh my, look how pretty it is. Look how pretty. Wow. And the cover is like really nice. Wow. Okay, so it gives a description of all the animals, each oracle card, associated, what's it associated with. Very cool. It has really eclectic animals in here too. The kiwi, the ladybug. It has very specific animals. Emu. That's so cool. Condor. That's very cool. The Roadrunner. How neat. How neat is that? Okay, let's look at these cards. Ooh, they're wide. I like that. Not a huge deck. 44 cards. Doesn't matter to me. Just thought that was interesting. Really pretty. They look almost 3D, the images do. Very cool. So you got the blue heron, a boar. Wow. So if you're not familiar with the difference between Oracle and Tarot is definitely more traditional in a sense that it has the major arcana and the minor arcana. Tarot cards almost always have different suits. So like the suit of pentacles, wands, swords, cups. My animal tarot card deck definitely has different suits. They're associated more with the elements, but if you research, you'll know that like the traditional suits are associated with, excuse me, the element as well. So I still consider that animal deck a tarot card deck. Oracle cards typically do not have any like order. Like there's not specific suits that each card is a part of. There's not a major or minor arcana. Each card is its own individual thing, right? And it usually has a very specific word or one sentence or one liner that goes with it, right? So for example, the blue heron says, make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others, right? So it has the description right on there. It's one specific word or line or whatever, right? So that's the difference between Oracle and Tarot. Oh, look, there's a doggy. That's cute. So I cannot wait to use this. Definitely need to cleanse it and charge it. But I definitely will be using this in future readings. I hope you look forward to that. Again, Playful Soul, thank you so much. You guys are like my little witchy oasis in the middle of conservative Indiana. And I so appreciate you so much. Yeah, that's about it, guys. That's all I've gotten and all I have to show you. Super stoked about all the things that I do have. Oh no, I put this upside down. Okay, I'm just gonna put this out of the way for a second while I say goodbye. All of these things I have not spiritually cleansed, programmed, or charged yet. I definitely will do that, and I highly recommend the same to you if you thrift any of your witchy items. Again, that's just what I do, and that's what I suggest to people, but if that doesn't jive with you, don't do it, baby. It's okay. I really appreciate you guys watching today. Again, if you have already subscribed and been watching my videos, thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know. If you have not subscribed yet, welcome, like I said earlier, and I hope you enjoyed what you saw here today. Please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you don't know already, I do have an Instagram, Abby the Witch, just like it is here. I do tarot card readings over there too on my IGTV, so go and check that out. And until next time, guys, I hope you guys stay well. Thank you so much. Bye.